Hey folks, it's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth. It's Monday. Happy 4 years of legalization for my fellow Canadians and to everyone else around the globe. I know it's an exciting time. Obviously, everybody else in the world is a little bit behind, but we'll bring everybody along with us eventually. It's a matter of when, not if. So before we get to today's live stream, I'm going to be doing a celebration giveaway for 4 years in Canada, and really looking forward to the future. Just grateful to be alive and want to come on and pay it forward. And going to be giving away a POW Group annual membership. So gold membership, one full year. All you have to do is just look at the comments of this live chat. I pasted the YouTube link. It was the live stream from this afternoon, and it was a market update. If you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. But essentially, just go there, drop a comment on that video, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. And I'll do a draw here at the end of this live stream. Only going to do I have an appointment to run to here in about 30 minutes. So we'll try to keep it short and sweet, but going to jump into today's content. We'll do a quick market update in terms of MJ. And like I said, if anybody hasn't entered already, all you need to do is just go to that YouTube link that I just posted in the chat, and you'll see it there. But once again, happy 4 years of MJ legalization in Canada. I made a post here earlier. Before I get to it, though, I just want to say, just hit 400,000 views on my YouTube channel. Couldn't be more surreal. And like I said, just want to say thank you so much. Getting close to that 500,000 mark. It'll be crazy whenever I do hit 1 million. But like I said, pretty much just at 400,000 views. So thank you for that. And really looking forward to the future. And like I said, I did a post earlier saying happy 4 years in Canada. Cheers to the next 4. Grateful to be alive and experiencing this with you all. It's only going to happen once. I know everybody tends to get caught up in the price action and the temporary setbacks. Obviously, it's been a rough few years, but this is what we have to take the good with the bad, and we can't have life-changing gains without the absurdly low prices. So again, it is what it is, and the industry is emerging. It's burgeoning. It's an upcoming. It's probably going to be one of the biggest industries in the next couple of decades to come, right? So we kind of have to just take it for what it is, be grateful to be even alive and be experiencing this, right? And I see we have quite a few people joining the live stream, so welcome. Happy 4 years in Canada. For those of you in Canada, for those of you not in Canada, a little taste of what's to come. I do believe that we're going to see some favorable outcomes here into the lame duck session. If you don't know what that is, essentially, we're going to have the midterms here in the US, which is the important market in the world. We know that they're only going to legalize it once as well, just like the rest of the world. And it's probably going to happen sooner than most people think. And with regards to the political situation, we're approaching a very key and critical time. And it's a very important time, and a very very positive possibility that we could see some reform. And actually, Cory Booker, one of the congressmen in the US, actually said that he believes today that there's a strong chance that could get passed in a lame duck session. All that lame duck session means is that there's going to be a transfer of power between one political party to another. So essentially, right now, the Republicans are favored to win. And again, I'm not getting political. I don't care who wins. All I want is what's best for MJ. And right now, it's looking like the Republicans could potentially take control of the Senate or the House, maybe even both. And if that were to happen, we know that the Biden administration has promised all of this MJ reform and movement on that front, and potential for even legalization. So if that were to occur, then what would happen is during that transition period over the lame duck session, while they have the majority votes, or while they have the majority of the power in those respective either the House or the Senate, we could see them move forward and speed that along right before the new change in power. So that's what essentially it means. And we could see safe banking. We could see descheduling. We could see uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, which would be massive for the sector. And that's what we need, in my opinion, to lift us out of this rut that we're in. We're also potentially looking at a rally into the end of the year on the S&P 500, and that would bode well for MJ stocks as well. So again, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm expecting. Nothing's guaranteed, but it certainly looked like we could see it's looking like we could see a favorable end of the year here for MJ. And again, there are no coincidences in my opinion. I believe that they've been holding this industry back on purpose, and I do believe that MJ is going to steal the show here in 2023, and I'm really looking forward to it. Smash the like if you're excited, if you're looking forward to it as well. But again, this is the video here. All you need to do, I'm going to do the live giveaway here in probably 10 minutes or so. But essentially, if you just go to this video, it's the market update that I did a private member only live stream, but I did make it public after the live stream was over. And all you have to do is just click, I put it in the live chat there. All you have to do is just click on that link and then drop a comment. You'll be entered for a chance to win. And then, like I said, I'll do a random YouTube comment picker there at the end. But I did want to just take a look at the charts here real quick. So CWeb had a phenomenal day today. You can see here that we had a massive move off of the low there at about 48 cents. We've got about 130% of a move. And the reason why this is moving so dramatically is because of the partnership with the MLB. So the Major League Baseball, the Major Baseball League, right? So this is obviously something that we're going to see a lot more of. We're going to see these 100% moves. We're going to see 200% moves. People are going to get left behind. It's just the way that, you know, the cookie crumbles sometimes. And when we're this beaten down, this is how quickly the yields and the returns can really start to stack up, right? From the low there to the high, that's only 24 days, 130% worth of gains. So this is a name that I'm extremely bullish on, and I do have it in my long-term portfolio. I'm now up about 70% on this one, but extremely bullish on CWeb long-term. I do want to bring up the Tilray chart here as well. We'll just do a quick update on the Canadian and the US side. So I mentioned in a video, there was a massive trade opportunity on Tilray. And I said Tilray was still in a daily uptrend. So we had the low, high, higher, low, and higher high, another higher, low, and higher high, and then no support. So I said, don't be surprised if we pull back 10, 20, maybe even 30%. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a gap up Friday and then pull back to the 350, 325. That's exactly what happened. We actually pulled back to 313, even more. And then we gave it all back with 2 more days of daily consolidation. But what did I say? I said, as long as 283 USD holds, the daily uptrend remains intact. Look what we did. We double bottomed to the penny at 283. So you could have entered there scouting that double bottom, but also not just a double bottom, that was the daily uptrend still intact. So if we lost that low, not only would it be a failed double bottom, the uptrend on the daily time frame would have been lost. So you had 2 very strong reasons to enter there. And if you would have entered and then set your stop below, say 280, you would have risked about 1.5% to make upwards of 25%. So that's a great risk to reward. And we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross here with that yellow line coming down upward through the white line. So shorter term crossing to the longer term, that's called a bull cross. And it's looking like we could see more upside from here with no resistance till about 409. So again, from the high of the day today, we could still see another about 15 to 16% of upside. And again, that was a great opportunity. If you didn't grab that, there's going to be tons more. But again, that's just an example of a day trade or a swing trade that you could have made. Very, very clear pattern and trade opportunity, right? But Tilray, again, starting the daily bounce today for the 3rd time in a row. And not surprising, we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. It's all going to be dependent on the S&P 500. I do think we could see 1 or 2 more leg down on the S&P 500 as we find a temporary bottom here leading into the midterm elections. So that's going to be something, a little bit of a wild card, right? So don't be surprised if we do see some headwinds from the broader market. But in terms of the bull and bear list today, we had WIB, Labs, and Fire and Flower. On the bull list, we had TGOD, VLNS, CGC, PSTN, Tilray. So lots of green out there today. Aurora actually had some news today that they were launching a bunch of new products. I took a look at them. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts of the new products were from Aurora. But again, it's been 4 years now, and even the new products that they came out with, they said like an unprecedented amount of new products coming. I wasn't interested in a single one. You know, again, not to be an Aurora hater, I love all MJ. I wish all MJ companies do well. I hope all Canadian and US MJ companies do well. I hope retailers do well. I hope everything, from every walk of life in the MJ industry, I hope they all do well. But I personally have just never been excited about Aurora's products. And, you know, today, even looking at those products today, I wasn't completely blown away. But let me know what you think in the comments. But obviously, I think it was up about 8%, almost 10% there at one point today. So congrats to the Bulls. Like I said, I don't want to see anybody lose money. And I know there are a lot of people that are bag holders in Aurora. So again, I wish nothing but success, and I want all MJ to do well. That's you know, don't confuse what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, I'm just being brutally honest, and I'm saying that I've never really bought any of Aurora's products. The ones that I did buy, I might have bought a handful, and I was completely unimpressed, and just haven't seen anything that was compelling or that really interests me. And again, the article that came out today was pumping it up, hyping it up pretty good, and again, still wasn't that interested. So a lot of work to do on Aurora's front, in my opinion. But we'll just take a look at a couple other names here on the Canadian side. So CGC starting the daily bounce again today, but topped out at daily EMA 12. Something to keep in mind is CGC lost the daily uptrend, but you know, we're still extremely weak here at the moment. And again, it's looking like this is potentially a bear flag. If we go from the high to the low, yeah, anything under 291 is a bear flag. So if we just take the measured move here from the high to the low, and again, this is adding more confluence to the fact that we could see another leg down. And if SPY's due for another leg down, the S&P 500, this is saying CGC has a bear flag target of around 178. Again, this is just technical analysis, not a guarantee. It's just saying this is what's looking like being a possibility. If we get over that 0.32 fib there at 291, we're going to obviously negate that daily bear flag. But right now, bear flag is in full force and saying we could go sub $2. Price is not seen since 2017, 2016. But again, a lot of work to do. And I saw a lot of people saying today, you know, how come Hexo's not moving with the rest of the market? How come it's only up 1%, 2%, 3% when the rest of the sector's up, you know, 5, 6, 10%? Again, if you're looking at the daily time frame and you're looking at MJ, you're probably going to drive yourself crazy, right? Because the daily time frame, in my opinion, has no relevance whatsoever. Today, Hexo could move 1% and Tilray move 9%, and tomorrow Tilray could move 1% and Hexo move 10%, and then we basically all that ground would be caught up, right? So the sector doesn't move together down to the day, the minute, the second. It's more of a weekly and a monthly time frame, right? More of the macro picture. So just like Bitcoin, just like crypto, everything kind of follows Bitcoin, right, to a certain extent. Again, not down to the day, the second, the minute, but overall the trends look the same. And if you look up at a chart on the weekly or the monthly time frame over an extended period, they all look the same. Why? Because it's a nascent industry. They're all up and coming. It's a burgeoning, emerging market. And same with MJ. It's just going to all move in tandem until eventually, maybe one day it doesn't. But essentially, the whole sector is going to move together. It's a very risky market, and they're very similar, right? So don't get too caught up in the day-to-day. What do we know that we need to see in order to be confident that a bottom is in MJ? We need monthly uptrends. So what does that mean? We don't really need to look at the daily chart. We don't even really need to look at the weekly chart because we confirmed weekly uptrends not too long ago, and then we just broke to a lower low. So it really doesn't matter. What we need to do, and what we haven't done in multiple years, is a monthly uptrend. So what do we need for a monthly uptrend? We need the low, the high, so a bounce, a higher low, followed by a higher high. So what do you need to do that? You need at least 3 to 4 candles on the monthly time frame to give us that trend change, right? So if we need to go from the low to the high and then a higher low and higher high, you're going to be looking, it's going to be another 3 or 4 months before we see that bottom being set, right? So don't get too caught up on the day-to-day action, right? Especially in MJ that, you know, we're at all-time lows, a lot of names setting new all-time lows. The common theme is 80 to 90% of downside plus from February 2021 highs. So again, just try not to drive yourself crazy looking at the daily time frames. MSOS daily uptrend still intact as well, just like Tilray. This could be another nice trade. I mentioned today in the public live stream, the private live stream that I made public. You could have entered here off this support trend line and then set your stop below 879. Because if we lose 879, we lose the daily uptrend. So essentially, you could have entered with a risk of about 6.5% to make upwards of 20 to 40%, right? Depending on how much you were ready to invest, throw at it capital-wise. But great opportunity there, even just off the low, from the low to the high. That's about a 10% move, right? It's off that support trend line, and scouting that higher low compared to 879 again, very similar to Tilray, but a bit stronger because it didn't do a double bottom. It's just forming a ascending trend line of support, right? So still had about 6 to 7% of room to form that daily higher low. So very, very strong. And again, not surprising because we know that the US is set to legalize here not legalize, but set some new reform, right? Potentially safe banking, uplisting, descheduling. Halo, TUG, BAM leading the decline today in the bullish. We had CWeb, not surprising, GRWG and SHWZ. So yeah, it's looking good. Everything's still, daily uptrend still intact, but again, the wild card is the S&P 500 and whether or not we're going to see another leg down. That would obviously not bode well for MJ stocks and add headwinds. So I'm going to do the random YouTube comment picker. So again, for anybody that's joining us, you got about 20 seconds. I'll paste it in here one more time. It's right at the bottom of the chat. If you go to that YouTube or just go to the POW Group YouTube channel, scroll down here to past live streams, click on that and drop a comment. I'm just going to refresh it here. It's going a bit slow because I'm live streaming. So we only got 2 on there. I see we had like a couple dozen people at one point, so I guess no one wants to win a free gold membership for an annual year valued at $150. So like I said, going to give it about 10 to 20 seconds, and then I'm going to pick one, so you got a pretty good chance of winning at the moment. Just take a look at the live chat here real quick. So I hope next will be the U.S. Cheers, man. Yeah, you bet. Well, obviously Germany and Europe making positive strides to getting it done, and yeah, we'll obviously want as many countries to follow suit, and you know, everybody else is going to follow suit eventually. It's going to be a domino effect, right? It's medicine. The only reason why it's being held back so long is because big alcohol, big tobacco need to find a way, big pharma needs to find a way to get involved and make money off of it, right? And that's just the way it is, right? Because they have the most to lose. It's medicine. They're selling poison, right? So if alcohol and tobacco is poison, and this is going to be the biggest competitor to alcohol and tobacco, and it's medicine, yeah, they're going to try to keep that down. No news, just SPY. So the S&P 500 and the market was very strong today. No major news though. Hello, welcome. I'm excited. I need to start a position in CGC soon. Yeah, I think CGC is a great long-term pick as well. Was in the US this weekend, went to a dispensary. Very cool. When I was talking to sale people about Hexo, their eyes lit up. They're so excited for when, yeah, exactly, right? Like most of my audience is from the US, and they can't even buy Hexo products yet. But people don't see past their own nose, and they can't really, see the writing on the wall, right? And yeah, wait till those cantinis and those new mocktails hit shelves in the US as well. Tilray, we need a catalyst. The wholesale, again, everybody kind of needs to drop the Tilray, Hexo, just drop whatever MJ stock and say MJ. MJ needs a catalyst because all of MJ is in the same boat, right? You can say the same thing about all US MJ, Canadian MJ, retailers, ETFs, right? So I understand we all have our favorite position. We have the most, you probably own the most in Tilray. I get it. But I think we need to drop the Tilrays or the Hexos or the CGCs or the Trulies or the Cureleafs and just replace it with MJ because it's all in the same boat. Doesn't matter if they're profitable, non-profitable, whatever it is, they're all in the same boat. Thoughts on Cresco? I'll take a quick peek at it here. Yeah, Cresco, I'm super bullish on it long term. I own it in my long-term portfolio, probably one of my biggest holdings. MSOS, the ETF, is my biggest holding, but yeah, still in a daily uptrend, low, high, higher, low, and higher high. Anything over the low here at 353 is a daily higher low. We are at risk of a potential daily downtrend though with a lower high and lower low. So key support is going to be 404 going forward. If we lose that, daily downtrend confirmed, and likely going to see another leg down on the weekly time frame. But we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross here on the EMAs, which would insinuate more upside. So it's looking really good, just like MSOS, still holding the daily uptrend, pretty similar actually in terms of action. So very bullish on this one long term. Great question. Hi all, Jamlosi. I'm considering CGC investment as well. This really seemed to be, I didn't realize there was this many comments. Identity with all the athletic sponsorships. Yeah, so BioSteel, obviously huge partnership and only getting bigger with the NHL Players Association. Hoping for us, MJ stocks to be listed on the NASDAQ after the SAFE Act. Yeah, absolutely. Descheduling and everything would probably give us that as well. Best to get in before that news though. US MJ held better than SPY the last couple of weeks. Yep. Again, I think 2023, we could see the year of MJ, and MJ could outperform the rest of the market. I agree. Yep, absolutely. Tilray had strong resistance at 350 and wouldn't pop up, stay above that. Yep. So it's got no daily resistance until 409, I believe it was, on the daily time frame. And we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. So no resistance there until 409. Looking like it wants a lot more upside. All right, I realized I wasn't showing it there, but yeah, 409, looking like it wants a lot more upside. What are your thoughts on XLM? Very, very bullish. It's an MJ video. I own second biggest position in crypto is XLM. So I'm not going to elaborate on that because this is an MJ video I do have to run, and I want to give away this free membership. So again, go to this. You got 10 seconds. paste it in here one more time. If you go to that link that I just put in the live chat, or if you go to here and go to the YouTube channel for POW Group and then click on this live stream that I did 2 hours ago, the private member only live stream, click on that, drop a comment. You got about 5 seconds, and you could win an annual POW Group membership. I'll just refresh it here. So we've only got a few comments. Got a pretty good chance of winning. I see they're all coming through there now. I think people were kind of sleeping, or maybe they thought that if you commented on the live stream, you were entered for a chance to win. But no, it's that video. I can't do random comment pickers on a live stream because it doesn't treat them as comments. It's just a live chat. It's not actually considered as a comment. All right, gonna put it in. So we'll do a fetch. Anything goes. Not allowing duplicates. Continue. Fetch. Pick a winner. Leisha wins. Congratulations, Leisha. I know you've been entering quite a bit, and you've been following and supporting the channel for quite a while, so I appreciate it. Just send an email to info. I'll just type it in here. Also on the website, but there's the email there. So info@pursuitofwealthgroup.com. Just email me from your email, and we'll get you set up with that free trial or with that annual membership. All right, going to end it there. Thanks everybody for joining the live stream. Thanks everybody for your comments and your contributions. Once again, happy 4 years in Canada. Really looking forward to the 4 years ahead and the 4 years after that. MJ isn't going anywhere. From a medical standpoint, from a financial standpoint, it's changing people's lives. It's going to continue to change people's lives. And you're very welcome. Thank you again for your contributions. Senator Cory Bookie said that Congress is a good shot. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the live stream. I actually did a video with Morgan Fox, political director of Normal. It's a nonprofit that lobbies the U.S. government, and we said weeks ago that that there was a potential 80 to 90% chance that they were going to pass this. So you were given weeks heads up, not just Cory Booker's today. But going to end it there. Thanks so much for joining us again on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with POW Group. If you could smash the like on your way out, I would appreciate it. Tick the bell to be notified on any future videos, live streams, or giveaways. Going to end it there. Thanks. Have a great night. Happy 4 years. See you on the next video.